In this program by the host or guests do not state or reflect those of the company, its management, sponsors, or any entities they represent.
Oh, it's lit. We prime time. Subscribe, like, and share. Give us your feedback. Yo, I'm Manny at the plate and Kobe off of steel. Gretzky for the goal and Brady at the wheel. I'm a game changer, the Osaka of the tennis. And breaking scoreboards, Simone of the Olympics. Defense and big business, the Mayweather who way better. From the greatness of Jim Brown, I've been down. Talking sports before I was off the porch. Screaming Bo knows while Jordan was playing horse. Late 80s getting torched by the drive and the shot. 2016 got a ring off the 3 in the block. They eased to forgot the cardiac kids. Price and Doherty, Bill in the Indian years. This who it is. Your host Dee Trynt, yo, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, your host Dee Trynt, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Dee Trynt, Game Changer Sports Talk in the Street Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Catch us on IG at In the Street Sports or at Dee Trynt. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the In the Street Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you'll see Game Changer Sports Talk with Dee Trynt. Make sure you do the same. Today, we're talking NBA trade deadline. Now, it's going to be around like 4 o'clock, all right? And everybody going to have their stuff in and they moves made, all right? The weekend started off crazy with Luka and AD. Then they followed up the next day with the Levine, De'Aaron Fox move. And,
it's Thursday, right?
we seen that. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah. So we're trying to see what else could happen. I mean, listen, right? So let me get this on record by saying this. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay? If NBA players can discuss among themselves where they want to link up or who they want to play with, you know what I'm saying? If they could basically hold out and not have to show up for work until they get what they want, then it's only fair that these executives and GMs and owners can trade people when they get ready to. But in all fairness, that was the whole reason why LeBron and them took the approach they took, because GMs could just do that, right? It's always been a GM able to just trade a player or keep a player hostage. But now you can't just keep a player hostage. You either use them or trade them. You know what I mean? I didn't see anything wrong with what Nico Harrison did because it's part of the game. You know, I mean, morally it's wrong, but business-wise, there's really no morals in business. You know, that's just the bottom line of it. So, who else is making moves? Because the Pistons were shopping Jalen Duran at one point, and the Suns seem to be shopping everybody who isn't Devin Booker right now. Miami shopping Jimmy Butler right now. Milwaukee is looking to move on from Chris Middleton, it seems. Atlanta just lost a key piece. Philly probably is going to break this team up. Let's see. Denver maybe may want to make a move. I don't know. Golden State has been trying to make a move. I mean, by the time we get to the actual deadline, trust me, I think it's going to be a lot of moves made. Well, let's talk Cavs. Number 1 seed in the league again, 40-9 through 49 games, 8.8.816 winning percentage, 4-3 at home, 16-8 on the road, 8-1 in the division, 26-6 in the conference, averaging 122.6 points a game while allowing 111.8 points a game for a 10.8 difference. They are on a current 4-game winning streak and 6-4 in their last 10. These Cavs are playing phenomenal. The big question or the big, I guess, you know, suggestion has been, no, I'll say big question. The big question has been, do the Cavs have enough to compete for a championship this year? Okay. In my impulse opinion, maybe they kind of do. They can. But my counter is, are they obligated to win a championship this year? No. I think they are obligated to see how it works with the Big Four and what piece is going to allow them to make the most out of the Big Four going forward. I think that they have pieces that they need to just let develop and then answer a lot of the questions that they think that they have right now. I feel like the Cavs are just in a great place, right? They're literally playing with house money. The Cavs are not obligated to win a championship this year. They're not obligated to be in the top. Like they're just not obligated, bro. It's not. They're literally playing with house money. And that's virtually how I see the situation with the Cavs. They playing with house money. Look, Darius is an all-star. Shout out to Darius Garland. He's an all-star this year, averaging 21 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, 6.9 assists, 1.1 steals. He's also averaging 2.4 turnovers a game. He's averaging 2 fouls a game, and his assist to turnover ratio is 2.8. Then you have Donovan Spider Mitchell, who's averaging 23.7 points a game, 4.3 rebounds, 4.7 assists, and 1.4 steals, with 1.9 turnovers, 2 fouls a game, and has a 2.5 assist to turnover ratio. And then we have a third All-Star, Evan Mobley. First-time All-Star selection for Evan Mobley. And he is averaging 18.3 points a game. He's averaging 9.1 rebounds, 2.9 assists, almost a steal, and 1.5 blocks. He has he's averaged almost 2 turnovers a game, 2 personal fouls a game, and has an assist to turnover ratio of 1.5. Now, I am glad those 3 got in. I think it was important for those particular 3 to get in. Just for, decision making and roster put together and things like that. I think it's important for them to make it. They said Jared Allen was a snub. I disagree. Well, let's look at Jared Allen's stats. Through 49 games, Jared Allen is averaging 13.7 points a game, 10 rebounds a game, 1.9 assists, almost 1 steal, and 1 block. He averages 1 turnover a game, 1.5 personal fouls a game, and has an assist to turnover ratio of 1.8. Okay? It's 2 reasons why Jared Allen's not an all-star. One, Jared Allen don't average over 15 points. That's glaring enough. If you're going to average a double-double and be an all-star, you have to be averaging close to 20 points a game. All right? Jared has a nice, almost 1 steal and 1 block a game. But from his center position, he should be contending for the league leader in blocks. He has to play with more attitude and more anger. He's too happy. He's too goofy-ish. And he has to be more serious. But Jared Allen's also only 26 years old. I don't expect him to be that serious right now. The Cavs are in a good spot. Some people want to know, do they have enough to go for the title? I mean, they kind of do. The Cavs are missing a post. They need a big man. They need a guy who can rebound and score with his back to the basket. If Jared Allen wants to become a perennial all-star, Jared Allen needs to average more rebounds. He needs to average more blocks, and he needs to develop a mid-range jump shot. I think playing right there by the free throw line and up under is ideal for Jared Allen because he's athletic enough to get long rebounds and be one step away from a basket. I think that's the ideal place for him. But the Cavs got me excited this year, y'all. They look really good. If I was the Cavs, though, I wouldn't make a move unless I was getting a big and a young big that I could keep for the future to pair with Allen and Mobley. I'll just stay put. I do think though that Isaac Okoro needs to start. This team is at its most potent when Isaac Okoro starts at the small forward. And then they bring off Jerome, Levert, Niang, Strus, and Wade. That's a fire five on the backup side. You got a Tristan down there you could bring in for physicality, but you need another young guy down there that you could bring in before you have to bring in Tristan. Preferably a guy that allowed Dean Wade and George Niang to alternate at the 4 position versus one of them being forced to play the 5 sometimes. Every other team in the league is trying to find a way to keep up with the Cavs. And I don't think that they should be giving away things that give them leverage. I do like that Jalen Tyson's been getting a little more run. I definitely want to see him get some more playing time so he can be ready for the playoffs. I think Bonnie Bates should get more time up with the ones so he can get some experience and be ready for the playoffs. I want to see Luke Travers play more. He reminds me so much of Andre Karolinko. And I think that's a good thing for the Cavs. So, hopefully somebody wows us with a raw move that doesn't allow us to lose what we have. I think the chemistry and the synergy here is outstanding right now, and that's going to help a lot in the playoffs. But I'm definitely proud of the Cavs. Just the other day, they went on a historic run, put up 50 in the first quarter, 91 in the first half. Sam Merrill hit 9 threes for 27 plus points. Hey, the Cavs got some shooters, man. Like, make no mistake about it. The Cavs got some shooters. I think the Cavs, though, let's talk about this. Donovan Spider Mitchell. If you want to be considered for the MVP award, Donovan Mitchell, you're going to have to uptake your assist ratio. And you're going to have to become a clutch time scorer predominantly. Okay? I think if people want the Cavs to win a championship this year, Donovan Mitchell has to start the games off by making sure that Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and Isaac Okoro, hopefully who's playing the 3, all become offensive threats in the first quarter. Okay, specifically Okoro and Allen. All right, because Mobley and Garland can get their own shots, and he needs them to be the second and third scorers, or the other scorers outside of him. He should spend his time making sure Okoro get easy buckets, layups, get his jump shot going. Because one thing you know about a defender is when you have a quality defender, when they start making buckets, their defense get better. And that goes the same for Jared Allen. The more times he gets some buckets, the better rebounder he becomes, the more in the game he gets. And I think Donovan Mitchell needs to make it a priority to get those two in the game. By him doing that, Garland already has the task of getting him and Mobley the ball, right? And I think it should be expanded. Him as a point guard, he should be make sure everybody intact. But if you make sure, Isaac or whoever playing the 3 and Allen get in rhythm early, and then Garland is making sure you and Mobley are getting in, outside of when you're not getting them in, bro, y'all be crazy. Mitchell, you want to be an MVP, you need to average 25 plus points and 9 plus assists. You should lead the league in fourth quarter scoring or crunch time scoring. You can single-handedly bring a team back from a deficit when you're hot. That needs to be used when it needs to be used and not used all the time because you feel like it. Darius Garland, I love what you've done this year. You're stretching the floor and using your ability to stretch the floor to open up the paint and dish for others. You're doing exactly what I wanted you to do. You need to aim for leading the league in three-pointers made and three-pointer efficiency. And your goal every season should be the 50, 40, 90 club. Evan Mobley, keep doing what you're doing, dog. I don't have any issue with your game or the way you utilized it this season whatsoever. Except for you don't demand the ball enough. I will say, please demand the ball more. Make Garland and Mitchell give you the ball. And when they don't, when you catch them in the locker room, flip out on their ass for not giving you the ball. Because the more touches you have, the better it is for our team as a whole. Play under control. Learn your spots on the floor, Evan. Learn where you are most effective on the floor. So by the time you get the ball, you already know what to do. All right. As far as the role players, I feel like we got definitely one of the most offensively potent benches in the league. We do have quite a few guys on there who could play some quality defense. But it's all about health, right? But I think, this season, a healthy Cavs team can get at least to the conference finals. But, let's not put the cart before the horse, man. Get to the playoffs, clinch a spot, get out the first round convincingly, get out the second round. And then we just start from there. All right. Ty Jerome has been a godsend for the Cavs this year. And I'm so glad they didn't give up on him. LeVert has done what he does. But let me give a special shout out to George Niang, who's been outstanding for the Cavs this year. I think he has not gotten enough credit for his consistency this season and his ability to stay hitting even when everybody else not hitting or even when everybody else is hitting. Shout out to George Niang. I look, Kenny Atkinson, Coach Kenny, stop overplaying your older players. Let the young guys run because you're going to need them in the playoffs. Especially if you're trying to send a message that they're going for a championship this year, then they need to play like it. All right? The Cavs are playing good winning ball. They playing good team ball. They playing good team ball. They playing together. They're playing to their strengths. But we got to get down to winning basketball. And winning basketball comes with being able to execute in the half court set, knowing who gets the ball for what reason, what everybody's role is, and why you do what we do. All right, that's winning basketball. When you have how your team is orchestrated down to a science, to everybody's role, what they do, why they do this, who sacrifices who, what, then you're a championship caliber team. Until then, you're still figuring it out. So I ain't gonna lie though, right? I wouldn't mind seeing LeBron play with Steph Curry. I wouldn't mind seeing Paul George traded. Um, I think Jimmy Butler's gonna have to get bought out. Um, I heard some rumblings about Ben Simmons and Lonzo Ball potentially being bought out from their respective teams, Brooklyn and Chicago, respectively. And seeing something that said the Cavs should probably take a flyer on them. The problem with bringing Lonzo Ball in is, where does that leave Ty Jerome? On top of that, if I bring Lonzo Ball in, I will argue I should start him at the 3. But that's just me, right? But I want my Ball over here. Have him on the bench just in case. And I wouldn't mind Ben Simmons. Ben come down, play a big man role, rebound, defend the paint, run the floor. I wouldn't force him to have to score unless he catching the alley oop or something, breakaway dunk or something. Hey, that'll be your stipulate. Hey, when you get in here, you have to dunk the ball. I don't care nothing about your jumper. But if you get within jumping range, you better dunk it or attempt to dunk it every time. You get it on the fast break, you better go dunk it. I don't care that you can't shoot free throws. I care that that person gets a foul on them. So, but I think Ben Simmons still coachable. I think he'll get over here with some people, get around Evan and them, and they'll probably find his love for the game. Some other guys can end up in the buyout market, but we'll see how that goes when that time comes. Trade deadline, 4 o'clock, y'all. Be ready. It's going to be an entertaining one. Dee Trynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Catch us on IG at Industry Sports or at Dee Trynt. If you missed the live streaming, you can catch the replays on Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Spotify, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you will see Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. Make sure y'all check out the endofthestreets.com website. And also email us, right? You want us to talk about a certain subject, invite some people on, email us, dtrent@gmail.com or industrysports@gmail.com, man. As always, it's a pleasure. Stay safe. God bless. One.